glutton and from Kiev to Poland and Krakow. In this episode you will be joining me for Polish food, and you will not only be joining me for one restaurant, I have several in mind, and we will start with pierogis. Pierogi or Polish dumplings are a staple of Polish culture and cuisine. Being so popular, these dumplings have made it to CNN's World's 50 Best Foods ranking, where they currently sit at number 15. Pierogi are served savory or sweet and therefore come stuffed with a range of fillings. For example, meat, cheese, potatoes, vegetables, fruits, etc. This national dish can be found everywhere, and I really mean everywhere. As a result of the hype, there are now small restaurants that specialize in only pierogi, and some are even open 24/7. If you don't eat pierogi in Poland, then you haven't been to Poland. Period.
Yes, hello. Are you ready?
Yes, can I have takeaway?
Yes.
So I want the traditional mix and the sweet mix.
Sweet.
Sorry?
One sweet mix.
Yeah, and one traditional.
One and one.
Yes. Alright, so I'm sitting here at the main square with the famous church behind me, and we are starting this day with pierogi. And I choose two, one traditional mix and one sweet mix. The traditional mix includes Russian with meat, with cabbage and mushrooms. And the sweet mix includes cottage cheese, plum, apple and strawberries. And you get 10 pieces of each. They are quite heavy actually. So I bought them at this 24-hour restaurant. So they serve these Polish dumplings all day and all night. That's quite crazy. And I'm gonna start with the traditional mix. Wow. Okay, so they are a lot bigger than the Ukraine vareniki. These are like double size. Yeah, so these dumplings are very doughy, but wow, maybe I should not order the 20 of these because they are huge. Want to say hello to the camera?
Hello.
Hello to Sweden.
Hello to Sweden. Today I'm looking for superheroes.
Okay.
Maybe you're Superman today?
I'm a Swedish Viking. I think they need a little bit more salt though, but maybe you're supposed to add it by yourself if you eat it at home or the restaurant. The pigeons are crazy here. And I think they want my food. They are gathering around me. 10 down the hatch, and this was the traditional mix. So delicious. Dumplings are always delicious, but I really like that they were so big. One is like a mouthful. So let's continue with the sweet ones, and this is even heavier. Get some, I think this is some sort of vanilla cream. This is like a dessert. Wow. And that was cherry for sure. So this one is with sweet cottage cheese. Did you see that? Wow. Strawberries maybe? Maybe it's hard to see on the camera, but they are huge. The Polish people know how to do their pierogis for sure. 20 pierogis down the hatch. Let's go to the next place. Unlike pierogi, Oscypek is more difficult to find. I guess I was lucky stumbling upon this small street food market right behind St. Mary's Basilica on my way to the next food stop. Still, as per European Union regulations, I'm not sure if this cheese is authentic. Anyhow, Oscypek is a smoked cheese made of sheep milk, and it's a local delicacy. Add in cranberry jam and you have the perfect mix of savory and sweetness. Can I have one with cranberry and one with bacon, please? Too excited to eat, so I forgot to turn on the camera. But this is Oscypek. Sorry if I'm butchering that word. I have one with bacon and one with cranberry jam. And this one with bacon is very savory, but wow. Let's try it with cranberry jam on it. Savor and sweetness is always a great combination. It can't go wrong. Down the hatch. Okay, next place. We are entering the old Jewish quarter here in Krakow, and I have some legendary Polish fast food in mind. It's gonna be epic.
Była taka konsternacja. Wybrałam to.
This half of a wide baguette is a true Polish street food classic. Zapiekanka dates back to the 70s and has since then remained its popularity. Today, the sandwich is a hot tourist attraction, especially in Krakow, where outlets at Plaknowy in the Kazimierz district have attained cult status. In the middle of Plaknowy, there is a circular building with hole-in-the-wall food outlets, and almost all of them are specializing in Zapiekanka. The original version consists of mushrooms and cheese roasted to crispy perfection and then topped with ketchup. Nowadays, there are all kinds of ingredients and garnishments. This simple yet mouth-watering sandwich is a taste of Poland's communist rule. Can I have a traditional, a big one please? This, my friend, is legendary Polish fast food. And it's a huge sandwich, almost like a pizza. And I went with the traditional one, cheese and mushrooms. You can order a small one or a big one. This is a big one. So I had two sauces, barbecue and spicy. And the bread is very crunchy. So this pizza sandwich can be found here at the market square in the Jewish Old Quarter. In the center of this market square there is a round building, and there are many holes in the walls, and in all these holes they serve this Zapicanka. Wow, this sandwich is epic for sure. And I really enjoyed it. And they have so many different flavors. This was just the traditional one, but they have like with meat, with vegetables. You can get whatever you want. I think this sandwich would be the perfect food after a night out. But now I'm gonna digest this for a little bit, and yeah, I'll be back shortly. Rain happened, guys. I'm so unlucky. I was going to show you at least one more popular Polish dish, but now I can't because it rains so much and it's also thunderstorm outside. I did not expect this, but maybe I can show you tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. In the next clip you will see if I continued or not. You guys really thought that I would end the episode there? No. Anyhow, it's the next day now, and I'm starting this day off with this bagel. In every corner of Old Town Krakow there are these blue street carts. They all sell the same street food item, and it goes by the name Obwarzanek, or more precisely Obwarzanek Krakowski, due to its origins and popularity in Krakow. At first glance, one might think that Obwarzanek is just a bagel, but it has more to it. This braided bread is both bigger and more dense than a bagel. The crust is crunchy and the crumb is thick and slightly moist. Obwarzanek has a hint of sweetness, and the crust is often sprinkled with salt, different seeds, spices or herbs. This snack is a must on a culinary journey through Krakow. It's actually quite big and heavy, and there are seeds which you can see here. Wow, pretty good actually. It's quite soft on the inside, but the coating is crispy. I think this is chili as well, with salt and seeds. A bit dry maybe, but I mean, for a quick bite, perfect. And it can be found across town at these street food vendors. It's really cheap and it seems very popular around here. I say to everything. I just love food. I don't think this is so interesting to see. Yeah, let's just cut to the next dish. We have reached the final destination and we are back in the old Jewish quarters here in Krakow. And behind me there are some food trucks. One of these food trucks are named Andrews and they serve Zapicanka. I might butcher that word as well. Zapicanka sandwich, and it's similar to a hamburger, and I'm so excited for this because this looks so delicious. But first, what is a Zapicanka sandwich? Let me explain.
Different from the other foods thus far, Zapicanka isn't as well known traditionally. However, this sandwich is very popular and often one of the foods recommended to try while visiting Krakow. Probably the most popular place to try it is at Andras food truck. Being similar to a burger, it consists of a crusty bun with pork meat and other ingredients. At Andras, they are very generous with portion. Their Zapicanka is loaded with juicy pulled pork and soaked in gravy. Go with the classic option, since fewer ingredients is more in my opinion. Lastly, just a heads up, this will get messy.
Hello, can I have the classic one?
Okay. That's all?
Yes.
15 zloty.
Zapicanka sandwich, and it's huge. Wow. And I went with the classic one, so pickles, this bread, and pulled pork, mushrooms and onions. Less is more. Just look how much meat it is. Okay, let's try it. Ah, the pulled pork mixed with the onions and mushrooms. These bees are everywhere. It's dripping. This will get greasy here, but I hope you don't mind. Wow. I don't want to get stung by this bee here. The pulled pork is so juicy. And the bread feels really fresh. This street food square seems very popular for sure. And I think these sandwiches are the most popular here. So if you go to this square here, go to Andrew's food truck. This is next level. Down the hatch. Yeah, this was definitely the best Polish dish thus far. So much meat and I enjoy meat. So a big thumbs up.